Alright guys, I bought a new lathe, so it's quite difficult to sell second-hand lathes. I'm just going to service this one up and park it up for now. Change oil. I changed the oil when I got it because it was full of brass filings. The input shaft bearing had failed or was worn out, so I put a new one of them in, changed the oil, changed it twice to get rid of all the brass filings. So change the oil again now and then part this one up. So you can see a slight shimmer of brass, but it's nothing really compared to what it was, and it gets like that after use anyway. And not with the brass, but with the that darker residue there. These channels were completely full when I bought it. I had to dig them all out, so that's not, but just a slight bit of brass. That's probably remnants from the old worn bush. Like I said, now it runs spot on. So yeah, get this oil drained out, then flush it out with a bit of petrol, and then put the fresh oil in. It's done a lot of work, this lathe, since I've had it. I've had it about, it's probably just over 6 months, maybe more than that. And in that time I've built a fair few things, but more recently the remote control bulldozer, and there was a lot of machining on that. All the rollers, bottom rollers, 14 bottom rollers and 4 top rollers, both axles, axle housing, all the blade. So it's done a lot of work. Probably overdue a service, to be fair. Leave that drain, it takes ages for it to drain out. A few bits of debris in it, quite grimy, but still doing the job, that's the main thing. We'll give it a flush out with petrol now, guys. Alright guys, I had a right mare there. So that little brass block on the selector, not that one, the one on the other side, fell off into the sump. And the reason it did that was because there's supposed to be a snap ring on that end of that shaft there for the selector, and that would just sat at the side. So I had to also clean it all out, completely take the lathe out, undo this power box off the back, and then fortunately I have some snap ring pliers. Put that snap ring back on, but before that I had to thread that brass spacer down the back of there and get it onto the other side of the selector fork. Took a lot of doing. Now that's back on, we can fill it up with oil. If anyone knows why that's half full, leave it in the comments. Alright guys, that's that job done. Another job ticked off the list. I've got to go and pick this fresh lathe up now, so that'll be the next video.